Hello, hello. My gosh, I haven't streamed in forever, and here we are. I didn't stream yesterday. What are you guys talking about? Hello, everyone. Hi, Sabine. I see you in the chat. Hello. It's so cool. Everything's working properly. Hi, Instagram. Oh, wow. I'm so nervous. I haven't streamed the free platform before. Hi, everyone. I'm joined here by the amazing Michael. You can turn on the camera now. Just give me. There we go. Yeah. Please let us know if the audio is good. We're gonna spend a couple minutes making sure the audio is okay. Mic levels, I think, are good. They should be. Oh, shucks, wait. Discord is muted, I think. Sorry, say that again. Discord, yeah. That's the channel. I have to calm down because hello everyone. I haven't done that in a hot minute. I generally in the chat. Thank you guys for letting us do this. I'd like to acknowledge the presence of everybody in the This is a real classic over here. Looking at the levels, let me check the screen. Wait, is there something playing? Oh shoot! I'm so sorry. This whole time merong ano pala. Oh my gosh, okay. Thank you for pointing that out, chat. That's actually genuinely really embarrassing. I had a background on. It's this. You can see behind my monitor, we had this. Oh, it's not even showing now. All good. What a great start. Anyway, I think we can get the show on the road now. Hi everyone, welcome to the production stream of TUGATOG by Neo. As you all know, or if you don't, if this is your first time visiting the stream, in which case I'm so sorry. We had a little bit of an oopsie with the intro music. I was blasting 2 songs at once. I wonder how much viewership I lost just because of that.
Oh my goodness.
All good. We are currently live streaming to both 3 platforms: Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, which is a first for me. Normally, I am only on Twitch. But here we are. As such, para sa mga Pinoy dyan, hello, I will be speaking in a mix of both. And to my international audience on Twitch, hi guys, I'm back. I will be speaking in a lot of Tagalog today. And you'll be hearing a lot of Tagalog today because we'll be analyzing the song of, again, if you're not aware yet, Neo is a new up-and-coming P-pop group that's been making waves, I would say, on the scene. Michael, since I'm very biased, what can you say about Neo as a group, having worked with them? Because, you know...
Honestly, Neo as a group, like, I saw them in the studio, like, one time. I think it was because like in that same studio, I was practicing for like another gig, and when I heard their vocals are so on point. Not just on point, like they're really so talented, especially like when it comes to their range.
Yep.
Really just even like the little technicals also.
I agree.
It's so very obvious, especially in Tagatog. If you guys haven't heard it yet, go stream it on Spotify or go watch it on YouTube.
This is TUGATOG. I'm so I'm so sad that my cool intro was completely derailed by the fact that Starlight was playing in the background. It was this.
It was Starlight?
It was Starlight playing in the background. You could not hear it. I could not hear it because the monitor wasn't on. But it's my background kasi. And right now there's no background. Let's put on something else, something more pleasant. Maybe you. Yeah, there we go, plants. That should work. This should have no audio at all. And if it does, I'm sorry, chat. But it shouldn't. All right, cool. Today we'll be looking at the project file. So titignan natin kung paano namin ginawa yung kanta. Not any of the lyrics because the lyrics were written by Neo themselves, the actual members of the group. I had no involvement in the writing of the lyrics. Neither of us did. Actually, Michael, would you like to describe your role in this song? Because like I'm gonna be talking a lot, but I want to give you adequate spotlight as well.
Right. So before it went to Carlos, it was given like it was given to me first. Do we mention their coach? That's okay, right?
Yeah. Totally okay.
Okay. So their vocal coach, JP Ocampo, had this demo and he was like, Michael, could you like take your spin on this? And I was like, sure. But then I did tell him like a few times also that I'm still like looking because I'm more of a sessionist. I'm more of a
Yeah.
bassist. Yeah. So it was like it was still a rough demo when it came to me. And I sort of like outlined how like each section would go sort of in like this new demo. And
Mm.
that's when like it passed on to Carlos and that's when the magic was worked.
The
So no, honestly, the
Goodness
magic
sake.
was worked. Like if you compare Carsian's take on this song to like the very very first demo, even like before I hopped on it, it's completely different. I think they all have their own merits. I'm just gonna say that. But the released one, I would say, is very very different in a very good way.
Wow, you're so kind. Chat, I hope it doesn't seem like I'm having Michael just glaze me right now. That's not it at all.
No, he's paying me. No, I'm just kidding.
Goodness
No, because
sake.
like it really is. It really is. When I hopped on it, there were some vocals that were already recorded. Super blown away. I think we're gonna show some of them
Yes, we
in
will.
the
We will.
stream later. Yeah. Hopped on it with some of my inspirations. And then when Carlos hopped on, it turned out the way it is. So,
Great, cool. Okay, so the way that we'll be doing this, okay, hi sa mga dumating pa lang. Hello in the chat with 5 green hearts. Welcome. We're gonna be going stem by stem here. We're gonna be going stem by stem. I've grouped a lot of this. You won't be seeing any plugins that we're using. These are just what I have there on stock. This is a free channel rack. You won't be seeing much of this because I bounced it out from the original project file that we mixed on. Reason being, the original project file had about 216 tracks.
it was so funny because like when you told me that the finished one had 216 tracks, I was like, I couldn't believe my eyes.
Yeah, it's
My ears.
if I was to stream that, my PC would just catch fire, and I don't want to do that.
My goodness.
Medyo intense, medyo intense yung ALS file nito. But we're gonna be going stem by stem. Some of these are bust, meaning we grouped together the instruments so that they're just on one track. We're able to analyze them. Oh, Mr. O, welcome to the chat. Haven't seen you in a while, man. Welcome back. So, we'll be going stem by stem. We'll be analyzing the layers here. We'll also be going section by section. And also for the neons, thank you so much for the follow. I am not showing the proper overlay. I heard that follow. Thank you so much. We will be showing the vocal tracks as well, but not all at once. I want to protect the recordings here from bad actors. Like when I stream my music production, I'm generally okay with the acapella being available, meaning okay lang kung may marinig ng raw vocals tapos pwede lang i-record tapos i-remix. That's totally fine by me. Pero for this record for Neo, don't worry, I'll only be showing snippets. Like every once in a while, I'll let the vocals play solo. Maririnig niyo yung mga members ng Neo individually, which is something that I think will be new for viewers of the stream ngayon. Hello po, Direk. Welcome. Right. The song in its if in its basic definition for my international viewers is about Filipinos finally like stepping out and saying, "Hey, it's our time to shine in the world of pop music, like adjacent to K-pop, adjacent to J-pop, because everybody's hopping on that and has been for the past 3 years. This song is kind of a testament to saying, hey, we as Filipinos, we can do this too. So we wanted a sound that was really big. We wanted something that was brash, something that was saying, hey, we're kicking the door down here. Ito tayo. Right? This is who we are. Right. I will play the intro real quick. For those who haven't heard the song yet, we will go through it. Don't worry about it. But please do stream. It's TUGATOG by Neo. Neo, TUGATOG. TUGATOG on Spotify or your preferred platforms. This is the intro of the song. Please tell me kung okay yung levels niya. Please tell me the levels are okay.
Touchdown, roll 'em up, play notes up. All eyes realize we will not stop. King size, no lies, but I'm so
It's good for you, Michael. Because if it's good for you, it's probably okay for your chat. He's vibing. I don't know if that means he can hear me or not. Okay, 1, 2. Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I was
I just muted it
Oh,
just
good.
in case like I don't want my voice, over that intro.
okay, got
That
it.
was so sick.
Right.
I just muted myself for a bit.
Let's talk. Okay, let's talk about siguro the drums first, because the drums I would say were like super important when we're talking
Oh,
about.
it was crazy good.
Yeah, I can't handle this, bro. Okay,
You can handle my glazing? Come on now.
Well, sige nga.
I'm
Okay.
gonna be doing that for 1.5 hours
Oo nga
over
eh.
this whole stream.
Yeah, stream. Yung plan na dito, the plan is I don't want the stream to take too long for everybody, because I just want this to be a little like dip into the world of production, especially for those that haven't really seen this yet. And I think it was a great opportunity. Once again, thank you, Neo, for letting me do this. Right. So the kick. Let me play the verse without the vocals. We'll get into the vocals later. Don't worry, guys. Super fat 808. What is an 808? Just for those that are curious, an 808 is this sound here that you hear everywhere in hip hop, sometimes trap, sometimes pop. This. I have been told that the bass in this song goes crazy. And the honest to goodness, that's just a really clean bass sound. If you're on your phone or your laptop speakers, baka di na marinig, you might not be able to hear it as well. But this is the bass solo. Very saturated. There's a lot of it just to make it present in the mix, really. But I tried not to make it go overboard because we have a lot of high-end elements as well. Here in the intro, we have this like roaring bass. I like calling it that. I labeled it MC. I wonder why. Would you like to comment on this sound, Michael?
Yeah. Okay. So that roaring bass, I absolutely love that sound because there were like 4 layers of basses just playing together. Can you play it like
4.
real quick, like
Sure.
just that section?
Sure.
Yeah. Like it was so fun to make. My references were from the Shang-Chi album actually.
Ooh, good
So
choice.
when JP told me to make it sound big and cinematic, I initially got the stuff from the Shang-Chi album because it was 88 Rising, sort of like mixed in that hip hop, that sort of like vibe, K-pop even, with like a more superhero cinematic feel. And the other references that I was able to input into this ALS came from the Shang-Chi album largely, among other references. So 4 basses in one. 3 of them I made, another one forgot where I got it from. But initially I just wanted it to sound big, really big, and strangely enough, wet.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, wet is a
I wanted it to
term
sound wet.
that we use in music. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Musicians are weird. Nasty is a positive term for us.
Really, really.
Is this also? I want to check this stem. This is also your work. I'm pretty sure. This is verse 2 though.
Oh yeah. Like the weird synth thing.
Yep.
Going on. That arpeggiator was something I stumbled upon.
Really? Okay. How so? How so? Tell us about it.
I stumbled upon it because if you look very, very closely enough,
Mhm.
you can find it in Ableton.
Okay.
All I did was I stacked arpeggiators, filters on top of that thing like hell, and that's what it ended up sounded like. It sounds like very spliced, very sampley sort of vibe going on, and that one came from Run It, I think.
So okay, that's a preset here, I assume.
No, it was from a wavetable actually.
Ooh.
It was from a wavetable.
Okay.
I forgot which one, but then I wanted it to sound like Run It by who was it, by DJ Snake and
Okay.
Rich Brian. Shang-Chi
Interesting.
album.
Really
Yeah, so
interesting
it was like
choice.
sort of like a riser and really lots of weird stuff going on there.
But
So it sounds samply.
I think it really works. That like when I heard that sample when the project file was excuse me, wow, I haven't spoken this much in a while. When the project file was passed to me, I was like, "Yo, solid." It's so good.
Thank you, bro.
All right. Moving into the drum layers for the intro and the verse, we have the kick here. The
Drums are
kick.
so good.
Yeah, thank you. The very short kick.
Was there a reason behind why you wanted it very short?
Yes. The reason is because the 808 is already really long. Like here,
Mm.
if the kick drum was going boom 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 like that, and the 808 bass was also going dong 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 dong, they would clash a lot, diba? So
Yeah.
These together, this provides the transient, the percussion, and then this is the tail. As you can see, it's really heavily sidechained as well. Like that initial spike in the audio is absent, whereas in the kicks waveform, it's complete opposite, right? I'm speaking in layman's terms so that everyone can enjoy. I apologize if we get into nerd territory here, guys. Luis, welcome to the chat. Hello. Welcome. We'll get to your vocal parts in a bit. Yun yung masaya eh. That's what everyone's here for, I'm pretty sure. But gusto ko talagang himayin yung mga stems dito eh. I really want to get into the weeds of it, you know. So the drum group, I'm gonna solo this as we go a little bit faster. This is the beat. So there's one snare here. That's like a typical like just a clap snare. Then they have these alternate layers here, and they do different things like every other time, and like that. Okay, hi-hats. I put a phaser on them. I'm pretty sure, so you can hear some movement in there. That's a trick I learned
What
from.
exactly does the phaser do?
The phaser, what it does is wow, it's really testing my technical knowledge right now. I just know what it sounds like. A phaser will add like this washiness to the mids, highs, is whatever you add it to. If I know correctly, it is a temporal effect, meaning I think it delay. It's a type of really advanced delay. If I understand how a phaser works properly, I just know how it sounds. But hindi ko ma-describe kung ano ginagawa niya, technically speaking.
That's when you know like you're a true artist. You're kind of like, you know, I just hear it, but like I kind of don't know what it does.
I should
really.
look into it. This hi-hat trick I learned from DJ Sev actually. He's a DJ that I met at Mint College, and he's a genuinely really good DJ. I've been at parties where he's DJ'd for, and this is a trick that he does, and I just yoinked it because that's what we do. MF Doom of the Sea, ain't no way, dude. Myron, welcome to the stream. Right. We have these overhead layers. It's just the crashes. I lost the sample, by the way, sa project file. Di ko mahanap yung actual crash. So this is not the same one on the record. If it sounds different, that's why.
Did you just slap that on like right before the stream?
Yes. Or kapon. Yesterday.
It's a good substitute.
We have these delay layers as well. I believe this is Valhalla Supermassive. It's the free reverb. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Supermassive.
Always love Valhalla.
Yeah, man.
Just slap it on anything.
I have to make sure it's visible on the on the vertical stream. Yeah, it's this free. It sounds amazing. And then I'm going to bypass it. I'm going to turn it off. This is what it sounds like. That's so fun. Then we have percussion layers here. These ones, you had cinematic drums. I believe they just came from like a free pack, but I know these are from your session, Michael.
Oh yeah.
But I layered it.
Again, Shang-Chi,
of course. One of the things the group requested, also JP requested, was like a ticking clock. Because time is a very important element in this song. This is something really tacky that I do actually. Medyo corny kapag ginagawa ng mga producer, but like aminado ako, corny naman talaga ako eh. It's I call it word painting through sound design or through Foley rather. So what does that mean? Word painting is when you're writing a song and then halimbawa the lyrics say like, oh, we go high, and then on the note high, the note actually goes high. You know what I mean? Or nasa friggin' I don't know, apple bottom jeans, right? Low, right? That's word painting. It's when you match the lyrics to the movement of the melody. What I do, and it's admittedly really dumb, but I love doing it because I'm corny like that, is I love like Foley in songs that match the lyrics. What is Foley? Foley is like what you hear in films when there are sound effects happening, footsteps on the ground, people washing their hands, and you hear the water hitting the sink. All of those sound effects are called Foley. That's how you record the sounds of movies. And I do that in music. This is not a Selfish, the song Selfish by Sabine. This is not a breakdown for Selfish, but I will show you that I did the same thing in Selfish, which is again by another artist I produce for named Sabine. Go stream. I know Sabine is in the chat. Say hi. Here we go. It's here. Real quick lang to. Real quick. Neon sign, you hear the buzzing. And then dripping on the kitchen counter. Here we go. Runa, welcome to the stream. Hey, what's good? There we go. Dripping on the kitchen counter, just drips. That are rhythmic.
Oh, that is so good.
That's really corny. I will say if you overdo it, it's gonna be so corny. But I did that here on the request of Neo, which means that it's a genuinely good tactic, right? Because this is what the group requested for, and it works so well. Because again, what the song is about is like it's Filipino saying, "Hey, we can do this too. It's our time to shine. Ito ang musika natin. We can show this to the world." And time was an important part of that. Layered in here also, there's wind, because I was one of the original concepts. Okay, here's some backstory to it. Hi, Rhea, welcome to the stream. So for one of the original concepts that I pitched to the group was like, guys, what if we took it from the angle like, because Tugatog means peak, like the peak of a mountain, and that's where we're headed. I thought of like a hiker going up a mountain, and I found these free royalty free samples from Free Sound, as in from independent recordists. Like, I just have to stress that. Don't worry, these samples are licensed. Don't worry about it. I found these samples of wind. But then what I did was I pitched up. I can't show you the envelopes. I'm sorry, because this is, again, we're analyzing stems. We pitched up the wind slowly so that it goes. It has that really artificial in it.
Originally, I thought that was just like a riser, but you got it from mismong wind talaga.
Yeah, it's wind that I just
Wow.
pitched up slowly. Ganun.
Oh, that's fun.
We layered. Originally, we had this big cinematic intro where we had like the footsteps of a hiker going like that, and I was actually like, exhaling like I was hiking. So like I don't know if I actually took a backpack, but it's something I would do. I would take something heavy, just go in front of the microphone, just go like that. And I will.
Deadlift in front of a mic.
I think I still have that demo. I won't show it, but I think I still have that demo on hand. It was too cinematic.
Ooh.
It was too long and it was too cinematic. Kasi yung point kasi ng video is like, hey, let's get to the song immediately. So we shortened that long intro of like a hiker and the clock ticking into this, which is this what you hear. Then the big intro, boom. So that you hear the rap vocals immediately. I'll turn on the vocals.
Touchdown, volume up, play notes up. All eyes
Like that. Okay, I sense I need to go a bit faster here, so we'll go through the rest of the percussion layers. Bass, that's yours. Going through section by section. This is okay, we'll get the vocals later. Mamaya na kaya. You sit down here. Verse 1, more of the same. This, I think, is one of the bits of secret sauce dito sa kantang ito. This is one of the bits of secret sauce in this song. It is so disorienting having to live translate everything I say. Kasi my audience on Instagram right now is all Filipino, or mostly Filipino. And then my audience on Twitch is like, a lot of them are not. And we have Runa. Hi, Runa. Welcome for watching from South Korea. That's amazing. Glad to see you here. Okay, so this secret sauce here, I'm gonna raise the waveform so you guys can see it. Ooh. This, I think, pulls it together. This is just a simple synth patch. It's like a pluck, plump, 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 plump. But I love how it just kind of marches along. It makes the song feel like it's progressing a little bit more. It's almost mysterious. Like it's egging on the audience. Like, hey, we got something special here. We're cooking, you know. So this is the layer by itself. Very sidechain to the kick. Pumping. You can feel that pumping. So this is in context. But if I were to take this away, it would be kind of like directionless, I would say. Pretty
You're so
typical.
right.
It's pretty typical.
Yeah.
Right? Like everybody's hip hop drop sounds like that, right? But then like that. Just add some tension in there. Not much else.
Sort of glues everything together as well.
True,
right?
true. You're right.
Like storytelling.
So cool you produced this. Thank you, Runa. Oh. We're really gonna get into the weeds of here, but I'm trying to go fast because I'm trying to keep the stream under like an hour 30 so everyone can go sleep. Here we go. I'll let you guys hear the pre-chorus because this is magical right here. I'll let the pre-chorus play.
Oh, this is now my time. Ipakita sa mundo na kaya kong makipagsabayan. Di na mahalaga kung ito ay di papasa. Magbabago na lahat pag narinig ng himig ko.
Yes. Love that. Neo's such a great vocal group as well. We'll get into the vocals. I'll speed it up. Don't worry. What's new here? The drum completely drumless at the beginning. I'll mute the vocals. Except for the cinematic drums. That's your work, I'm pretty sure. Yep. They have these effects buses here. We have like a big sweep. more wind, and do a huge impact like that.
Then chimes.
Chimes, yes, very important. I wanted something sparkly. And then yeah. Going down here, we have the this is the same synth as the pluck. It goes into
Ooh. Plants vs Zombies.
one of my biggest inspirations is Laura Shigehara of Plants vs Zombies fame. This is this is the synth bus, like all together, all the synthesizers. Very warm, very wide. Ooh, tension. We have like this superstar here. Then we have this bends. I do that a lot with my synths. I make them go like that. Good. And we have a little riser here. Here. Like that. I have
Is
that.
it also wind?
No,
Or
no,
no?
no. Just normal. Here, the bass though.
Memorizer.
This is my favorite bit here. I'll solo your cinematic drums and the impact, and also the bass. Okay, because you can see this humongous thing over here. There's a huge sausage is sitting there. May hotdog dito, like that. Actually, you know, it'd be really funny. Hotdog.
No.
The bass drop in there is super important. You can. I don't know if the phone listeners will be able to hear this, but it's huge. It's humongous. And then more of that, and we have this warble bass here. This is really important, and when we get to the chorus, I'll explain why. So it just builds like that, and then we have more perk layers here, like the pre-drop, like that. Also, I believe that was from your drums. I sampled them, I cut them up,
I
and
sampled it lang.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then this.
What was that? What was that? Like when I heard it, when JP finally sent me the Golden Master
Yeah.
over like Telegram, he was like, "Look at this.
So-
Look at Carlos's magic." I heard that. I
Oh,
was
really?
like,
He said that?
Man.
Goodness. What this is just snares that I distorted with one of my favorite distortions ever. Here we go. Actually, it's more of a distortion / compressor. This is Camel Crusher.
Oh.
I love it so much. So I ran a snare by through that, and then you just crank the mech knob. I don't even know what mech means. I just know it makes that peaky sound. And then what you get as a result is this, like that.
Beautiful.
It's huge. Like I love
I should
these
get
sounds.
Camel Crusher.
It's free.
Should get that.
It's free. And also this is another free distortion that I also used on it. It's called Crush. May crush ako. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Joke lang,
name drop
guys.
mo naman, boss.
Joke lang. Name drop. Hindi, wala.
Name
Joke.
drop.
I'm kidding. I'm very not available. Joke labo. What am I doing? Why am I saying these
Brother.
things? What?
Hey, yo.
Hey, I'm working on myself,
Live.
guys. I'm working on myself. Ganun. Hi, Nikki. Welcome to.
You're on
Thank you
the
for the
grind,
lurk.
sir.
Welcome to the stream. Anyway, Crush. Yes. Whoa, I can up the drive. I won't demonstrate it here because it's already very distorted. But now, I believe we can go into the chorus. Now, I'm gonna let the chorus play with the pre-drop, and we're gonna hear what that sounds like in context. This part, and then we'll break it down. Break it down. Hey.
Ako na lahat pag narinig ng himig ko. Lilipad na ako patungo sa pinangarap na hiraya. Ay hagapin mo lang ako o nandito lang ako sa'yo. Bumakin ang kamay ko, tatahakin ang bago. Kabanat sa mundo, kung saan kami naman.
That is amazing. Not my production, the vocals. Whenever I say something's amazing, that's not me. Okay. I don't want to sound like I'm tooting my own horn here. All right. Let's get into the drums here. Sprinkles in there. Then I change a bit here. I'll explain the arrangement as well. So here in the kicks, there are actually 2 kick drums, and one of them is wide, which is very strange, but it's a trick that I learned from Madian. Because of course I learned it from Madian.
Because of, you learned everything from Marion.
Yeah, di naman everything. I say earlier, right?
Mostly.
Yeah, most.
70%.
Marami. But so, this is a wide kick, and it's meant to be like a counter. Because the kick drum, by default, for those who are listening on headphones, you will hear this. If you're on speakers, I'm sorry, you won't hear too much of a difference unless you're on a really nice sound system, right? The kick drum is dead center. Like mono. It's completely in front of my face. But the counter kick, when you put that in here, you'll hear it open up and you hear it like in the sides. You hear it in like around you. So let me demonstrate. You heard that? It's a moment. This. Like that. It's a really quick, like, it's a slap almost. Like a tugum. Like that. It's really fun to listen to. It kind of interferes with the bass, but I know I sidechained it a little bit. Yeah. Look, the bass does not play at that moment. So let me play the bass as well. Like that. You see? It ducks out of the way. That's why it's not muddy.
The groove makes sense now.
Yep. And it's not
Groove
muddy.
makes sense to me now.
If the bass was still playing here, it would just sound like in the low end. And then snare,
Yeah.
typical. We have counter snare. Different snares. There are like 4 snares here, 4 or 5 snare layers, something like that.
Sheesh.
Like I bust them. That's why they're all here. Hi-hats. What's really important is that the groove of the hi-hats changes. Right here, it's but then on the second half, that's when I introduced the open hat. The open hat is such a powerful, like, upbeat tool. You feel the bounce. And along with the fat kick. Woo! Like that. This is such a classic trick. Like, this is basic. This is really basic, but it's so
Very-
powerful, right?
Yeah, very reminiscent of like, those like disco grooves.
Diba?
Yeah.
So yeah, actually, city pop, disco, all of the like from the
City pop.
70s onwards. City pop, you mean
Oh, here we go again. No.
I have a keyboard on my right. Hi Matty, Jed, welcome to the stream. What's good? What's good? Glad to see you all here. Viewership is good tonight. Thank you guys so much for showing up. We're in the chorus right now of Tugatog. We'll get to the second chorus, which is like even more like wild, right? But then we have a snap. That's just for air. Pansin nyo, it's very wide. You'll notice it's very wide. There's a lot of reverb.
That's super massive again.
This one I think is just a plate. I think I used tal here. Tal reverb. I would use 2. So this is what it looks like. Yeah.
Oh.
This reverb. So just like crank up the wet. It's really metallic, but I think it works in the favor of the song because the song, like, it's meant to be more like parang cyberpunk yung dating niya.
Yeah.
So the metallic reverb kind of works. So just like in addition to the snare, the snare is small and dry. So it's like chuk, ganun lang. But then, hi Uno, welcome to the stream. Hey Matty, what's good? What's good? The snare is big. It's really wet. That's not a bad term in music, guys. Wet is an appropriate term in music. Then we have more of the overheads here. Let me solo the drums. I try to go a little bit faster. So I mean, mga naboboringan na sa chorus. No, I'll make it fast. I'll make it faster. So. Oh no! There it is.
There we go again.
There
the
it is.
dolphin, The dolphin sound.
So,
Very
hi
Carsian
Neo.
sound.
I snuck something in here. Di nyo, this is, I never thought I'd tell you guys. Pero this is my producer tag right here. That is a dolphin.
I've been hearing that since like 2020. Like when you asked me to trap
Nice.
for like one of your stuff.
Yeah, dude,
And then
it's
when I
in
heard it
there.
there, I was like, there he is. There he is.
Yeah. Jed says on the
Beautiful
Instagram
still,
chat. Thank you. Jed says on the Instagram chat, just remember to also produce Worst Places. So solid. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I've done a production stream for Worst Places before, but I'm down to look at it again some other time. Anyway, yeah. This is the perks layer for the chorus of Tugatog. And let me just solo. Ito. I believe these are just top loops, like from various sample packs, because they work, right?
Is that supposed to like mimic a clock as well?
Not really. It's just there for rhythm.
Not really.
But like this dolphin, I just chopped it up. Not that I didn't chop up a dolphin. Every time I say this on the Twitch streams, people are like, "What did you do to the dolphin?" No. I chopped up
Oh,
the
Lord.
sound. The recording of a dolphin. I chopped it up. I distorted the crap out of it, and then we get this. And in context,
Very subtle.
right? Very subtle. And nobody in
Unless you
knew
know
it
what
was a
you're looking
dolphin. So now you guys know. Alam niyo na. Dolphin yan. Nobody knows. Nobody found out. It's in there. Sige, and then we have these layers here. Many risers just layered together. Tumatawa si Jem sa chat eh. Big reveal ba? Dolphin pala yung... Kasi, ang alam ko sa group chat, in the group chat, sinabi nila sa akin, they told me, na was like, yo, ang angas ng sound. And I was like, I'm just
Angas
laughing.
ng dolphin boss.
Oh, nga eh. Anyway,
You never told them until today?
yes,
Oh,
it's
that's
the first.
funny.
It's all dolphins, real Matty. Ganto. So this layer dito sa bass, I call this the warble bass. This is super, super important sa chorus. I'll play everything with no vocals. And then I'll raise the volume of it.
Tension.
Right?
Definitely.
Super tense, super tense. Let me solo it. And then on the second half, it becomes more.
Ooh.
Tape stop. Tape stop. You just take a delay and then you just drag it downwards, and then that's how you get that sound. But that sound is super important because it adds a lot of, like you said, tension, but also parang nagiging mas dark yung tunog niya. But the song isn't dark in like an evil or malicious sense. It's dark in like a hey, take us seriously kind of sense. Kasi ganun naman yung intention ng kanta, di ba? That's the intention behind
Very
the song.
maangas.
Yeah, maangas talaga siya. What's maangas in English?
I don't know, bro. Very
It's
fierce.
fierce, pwede.
That's the best translation.
Fierce,
I
fierce.
think.
That's true.
I'm Konya as well.
Elvira, welcome to the stream. Right. Right. Let me take out that layer and listen to how different it is. It's like the plinky plonky synths earlier. It adds a dimension to it that is absent. Kung tinanggal natin yan, if we remove it. Nye. So flat.
Wala.
Diba? But you pour that back in, and I'll raise it just a little bit to emphasize the effect.
What did you hold it on? Like
Root lang.
music
6.
theory wise.
It's
Six?
just the entire chorus is Phrygian scale. It is, if I remember correctly, A Phrygian. Yeah, A Phrygian. So instead of it's like this. But just for the bass line,
Yeah.
we go into pom pom pom. Hi Max, welcome to the stream. Cool po? Question mark. You're not sure how to react to the dolphin. I know.
My goodness.
Producer tag ko yan because that's kind of my thing. Right.
He's a marine guy.
Yeah. So, end of the chorus, we go here into this verse 2, verse 3, super interesting. This is where the song takes a different turn.
The crowd vocals.
Yep.
It's so good.
Click, clack, go and take a step back. Never catch me lacking when it's time to attack. Sintok por segundo, sandaan porsyento. Musang lahat, mawalaw tinalo. Mula sa dulo, habang diretso. Di na may hinipabalik anino. Determinado ngayon, natuto. Patunay ng sarili na handang masenso.
Love that. Love that, love that.
Click, clack.
So, you guys might notice, for the keen-eared musicians that are in our chat right now, the bars change. We do a 1-2 dito. We do a 2-4 rather. So I'm gonna turn on the metronome, and you'll notice mawawala yung metronome sa 1. We'll notice that the
If I recall
metronome.
correctly,
Yeah.
that was from JP's even like from the get go.
Ah,
Like that was a very like intentional part in the
wonderful.
arrangement. Yeah.
Alright, so ito, I'll let the metronome play.
Click, clack, go and take a step back.
That's so wild. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then that's where the count starts again. I've never heard that in any like song before. Legitimately, that is a
Still
super
did it.
unique thing. And you're telling me JP was the one that put that there? That's awesome.
From what I remember.
For those of
I
you
think-
who don't know, JP is the vocal coach of Neo. He's in the credits of the music video. You can see there, JP Ocampo. Avail of I'm gonna advertise Singers
Oh.
Advantage PH. Hit him up on.
But
on
he's so talented.
yeah, legit.
so
One of the best vocal coaches in the Philippines. Totally not biased. Just because. Yeah.
Totally not because he taught both of us like music theory
Yeah.
from the get go.
Okay, Max says first time I hear Carlos call me Max. Yeah, I call people by their usernames, not necessarily like what I know them to be. Just just to go with the vibes of it. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So here the clack when you take a step back. Here when you say back, it's a huge open moment. This is like yung concept na
Very.
tinuro ni Ian Kirkpatrick. It's a thing that I learned from Ian Kirkpatrick, who is the producer for Dua Lipa. Actually, this whole stream was inspired by him. It's like I saw that he was doing production breakdowns, and I wanted to do the same thing for this. Para makita niyo yung what's in the song, right? So you guys can see what's in the song. Google Translate. Right. So this is a concept which I have to emphasize very clearly. Sa music lang to. This only applies to music. Do not apply this in real life, okay? It's called violating space. I know you know this trick, diba? So space in the context of music is defined by like the reverb. You know when you're listening to a song and there's so much reverb and it just sounds like you're in a big open space. Like for example, this.
CCM.
Yeah, CCM. Actually, elevation worship. Yo.
Any CCM.
Yan. There's a lot of reverb and then all of a sudden there's none. So you notice it's big and open and then the moment the drums kick back in, voila, we're back in that really tight, really small space. Like that. So it goes super like that. It's like we shrink back like Ant-Man. I'm the Marvel nerd talaga na. So here, we have the clock ticking, but it's also layered with drumsticks. The wooden hits of the drumsticks. Like that. And then I just double timed it there.
Was there also an intentional reason for you to use it?
It's
To use like the snare drumsticks.
yes. The reason why is because one, think about it this way. Why do drummers do that? It's because they keep time, right? That they're doing the intro of the song, right? Typically, say 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, we enter, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, oh,
Makes sense.
because of the weird count dito, because of the weird count here, where we only go 3 and then the bar's gone. So I'll count for chat so you guys know what exactly it is I'm talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We only go 3 here. The reason why I wanted that count in was to literally count in the next part.
1, Makes
2,
sense. Makes
3.
sense. Oh
Ganun.
yeah.
Tried that trick before, got a restraining order. Goodness, yung violates space. Music lang,
No, bro.
music lang. Not real life, not real life. Music lang. It's a very valid music term.
Goodness.
Not in real life. Ang daming saucy sa music, sa totoo lang. Nasty, mga ganyan. Violating space.
Oh, brother.
Goodness. So anyway, moving swiftly past that before our viewers get uncomfortable.
Yes.
We have that. More of that. Hi-hats, trap hi-hats, very important. So the drum groove. Bass. It's combining your bass with this one. Just the 808. So both of them are going at the same time. And then they bring in the warble also. Really tense, diba? You're like, oh, what's going on? Whoa. /J. You're like that. So you'll notice the pa-pa-pa-pa is very intentionally timed with the vocals. I believe the one singing here is... See? Ito na. Blue.
Click, clack, go and take a step back. Never catch me lacking.
I believe request niya mismo. I believe it was his request specifically for take a step back. Like that. So,
Click, clack, go and take a step back. Never catch me lacking.
why did that really snap it? Sounds great like when we implemented that. And then we had to tweak it a lot. Aminado ako. I didn't level it properly the first time. I was like, okay, it has to be really like that. What you can do is transient shaping, which is a technique that makes drums snappier, but I will use it in caution because if you put too much transient shaping on drums, what happens is the drums sound really ticky. I'll demonstrate, sige. Let's go to the drums and then I'll add this plugin. It's free called Bittersweet. Here we go. So observe, okay, you'll need keen ears for this. So this is the drums normally, and I'm going to up the transient shaper.
Oh,
You hear that? It becomes very ticky.
yeah.
It's like you emphasize the t in the drums.
The highs.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But if you overuse it, that's what happens. It becomes very ticky. So
It's sort of like the opposite of a de-esser, I think.
medyo.
Or
In a
Better.
way, but this is more compression than EQ because a de-esser is a dynamic EQ, whereas a transient shaper is just a really fast compressor, from my understanding. Anyway, we'll listen to going into verse 3. Verse 3, I think is my favorite part of the song. Legit, I love this part with the vocals.
Terminado ngayon na puputunay ng sarili na handang masenso. Talentong pinagyaman ko'y maririnig nyo rin. Kinautak ng mga tao ay limitado pa rin. Tignan mo aking mata, nagbabaga ito na. We're not here to play no games, 'cause we're here to break the chains.
Going to the second pre-chorus. Hi, Kuya Tej. Welcome to the chat. I say hi, Michael.
I always wondered like what you did with that brass thing because I remember like when I had verse 3, I was kind of absent-minded as to how to approach it differently from verse 2.
Gets.
But like the brass stuff was really really good. The
Oh,
that sort of
the
thing.
brass. I was confused. I was listening to what you were saying because I wasn't sure what you meant by brass. So, sige, himayin natin. Let's go into the weeds of it. Drums, typical. Halftime drums. It's slow. It's not draggy, but like you can feel the march. Diba? Kung ano, let's compare it to verse 1. Ganun yung drums sa verse 1. That's what the drums are like. Yeah. Hi from me and RX. Love this song, guys. Thanks, Kuya Tej. It's awesome. Hi,
Sup,
Nika.
RX?
Welcome to the stream. Sorry, yeah?
No, I just said sup art.
Yeah. Now there's halftime. It's like, ooh. There's the fat kick again. And then I also, I believe I keep the hi-hats the same. So, no. Halftime din yung hi-hats. So, but it keeps that like that. And then the snaps on every 4. Big reverb. And then we have the ride here to count in the next part. Like that. More impacts. This bass, this is my favorite 808 sa buong kanta in the whole song. So, hi JP, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. Thanks for letting me do this. I love that. 808 bends are something my prof taught me, like in Mint. The first part where you hear the octave up. Woo! I love that, yo.
Was
Love
it
that.
Sam?
No, Sir Nino was the one that taught me this one.
Oh shit.
Hi, Jem. Welcome to the Instagram chat also. I've seen you on the Twitch chat. That's awesome. YouTube chat pala. Then, more layers dito. These are the synthesizers. Hi, welcome. Dylan, welcome. So many viewers. Love you guys. All right. Layers, we have the flute synth. I called it a flute because I think I just sampled I don't remember anymore. It sounds like a flute sometimes. Kind of like a staccato, like you're blowing into the flute, like poop, 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 like that. That's what I imagine. Here we have,
Decent.
and then we have this one also, bend pad. This one's so far back in the mix you can't really hear it, but it's in there. Very flume, I would say. Very pop. Then it just goes in. Back to normal. Then we have this. This is very important. I'm gonna play the vocal and I'm gonna play this part here. So this is a counter melody that just mimics yung limitado pa rin, that line.
Tila utak ng mga tao ay limitado. Tingnan mo aking mata, nagbabagahito na.
That's what I meant by the brass.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay, sige,
No,
sige.
because like the way that it sort of pitches down at the very bottom, it sounds like there's like a little vocal fry, which to me I was like, oh, that's so interesting.
The way that I achieve that is just by doing a bend and running it through a 4-man shifter. A 4-man shifter, for those who are unaware, let me grab a free one. I'm just showing all of the free plugins that I own. What's it called? PitchMonk. I apologize for the potentially AI art on listening. You. Come on, man. There's no way that's a render. But yeah, this one you can drag the format down. Let me show you guys. I'll demonstrate what this does, okay? Format is different from pitch. So when you pitch something down, it'll change key. So this is normal, right? When you pitch it down, it'll be a different key altogether. Right? But when you change the format, you're changing the character of the sound. Because when you play a C on a guitar and you play a C note on the piano, iba pa rin, diba? It's different. That they have different qualities. And that's a basic definition of what format is. It's the kind of the difference between singing a note like with your head and singing a note with your chest or singing a note in a more throaty or more nasal way. So with the format shifting, let me pitch it back up and you'll hear the difference. So this is normal. Then we have this. Here it's way different. I'm going to just play with this. Or back down. Really wild. But that's one of my favorite effects ever. And when used tastefully, you end up with this. There's a song that I use this extensively on. I don't know if she's still in the chat, but Runa, if you're there. Starlight Master.
This was your intro.
Yeah, stop talking. We don't talk about the intro. We don't talk about the intro. I apologize again, chat. Anyway, here, if it looks like it's clipping, it's not. I just have the waveform all up. There we go. Here we go. Where is the Starlight? Actually, instrumental will hear it better there. Starlight. Oh, I don't have the instrumental. Huh. I better render that some other time. I believe it's in verse 2. You hear that? That is the same effect, but upwards instead of downwards. Here. That lead in the background is the same thing. And then here, you'll hear you hear like a pam, 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 pam. Might be really hard to hear on phone. That is the same sound that I got in TUGATOG. So we go back there. You'll hear the timbre quality is the same, or the sound is like it's of the same character. So dito tayo ulit. We go here. Hi Honor, welcome to the Twitch chat or YouTube. I'm not sure which one. I combined them both. Like that. I love that. It's so fun. Now, there's a layer in here actually that we won't talk about. It's this layer here that's just been labeled Dirty Voltage because I think that's just the name of the patch originally. I won't say who made this. Wasn't me, wasn't Michael. I'll keep that a complete secret for now. This is a challenge for the Neon community, okay? There's a story behind why this is here. Hindi, like, I'm not gonna reveal what this is. Hindi ko ito drop muna yung lore dito. But there's lore here. Maybe it'll come up. Maybe, who knows if Neo wants to reveal the secret of why Less there. But if anyone can piece together the mystery, I will applaud you. I will not explain it. I'm not at liberty to. But there's lore behind that line there. And if you can discover it, let us know. I'm curious to see what the fandom's mystery solving skills are like. But just know there's a story behind that. We'll go into pre-chorus 2. All right, we get into that. So drums, typical, you just go forward, but we have this roll here, the snares, acoustic snares specifically. Sampled, but still, acoustic quality. There's the distortion again.
Ooh, beautiful. I always wondered whether you recorded those snare rolls in like the Mint studio.
I wish.
And I thought it was like an actual drummer.
We could, honestly, for future records, we can consider that, honestly. Who knows, by the way. Ito, we have these. Huge drums.
More of the cinematic drums.
Yeah, I sampled, I double timed your drums. So when we play all of the drums together, the perks and the drum kit, it just sounds like this. Jem says solid in the Instagram chat. Thank you so much, brother. This humongous sound. That's why it really sounds like so open, like you're in the valleys, you're in the mountains, you're climbing. Kasi TUGATOG nga, it's the peak. The wind again. Then here again, we do the space. I need a better word for that. The space.
Yes.
And smallening. The space and smallening. It's gone. There. That is back. It's a huge trick right there. The bass, we just bring it in. More of the same layers. We just build. Hi Ryu, welcome. And it's just a humongous sound, right? Keyboard. This is I haven't shown this yet actually. We have like a low piano here actually. It's in there. Let me raise the volume and play it in context. You hear it there. That plays again. It adds a layer of, again, power to that. Luis says, angas on the Instagram chat. Thank you so much, brother. I love that when it changes note. Woo! Really subtle, very sidechained also. Then here, we have these layers also, an organ. Because I was thinking to myself, okay, what would sound super grand? Well, from Interstellar, salamat Hans Zimmer. We can thank Hans Zimmer for that. An organ sounds huge, right? So, really plinky-plonky piano. Space between us. Pwede.
Ooh, that's
Then a
nice
weird
and
chord?
sadistic.
Bit crusher at the end. So it goes like that.
Just automated on at that point?
Yes.
Or has it always been on and then just automated? Like,
I think ginawa ko dito. I think what I did was I automated it so that it becomes more crunchy. Like upwards. Really subtle effect there. And then we go back to the synths also. Big sounds. Combine that with the piano. It's a really grand sound, and then we combine that with your drums and like everything. Bam. The bass drop.
bass drop.
All right, let's go to the chorus. Let's go to the chorus too. This is the one, and then we're almost like we're halfway through. Pero mabilis lang to.
Okay, what did you do differently in the second chorus? Since it's apart from the first one.
Let's find out, shall we? Jem in the chat says may lalabas na vampirang cyberpunk. That sounds dope actually. I would watch an anime na ganun yung plot. I would watch an anime like that. So I'll play the whole chorus because chat, you need to hear this. Go stream it, please. I'm gonna hit save just in case. Then dance break. I'll go into that. I have to go a little bit faster. We're at 1 hour. We have 30 minutes left. And then I'll probably just chill after this. So, drums. Mostly the same. But here, on the latter half, that went hard. Thanks, Dylan. Melton and Gina head to Sleepyville. Thank you for joining the stream, Nikki. You can leave a lurk if you like. Rapid hi-hats. The snare is also bigger dito. So earlier in the song, the snare sounded like this. Ito lang. But then later in the song, we have this double layer. It's bigger. And then here, snap, same thing, but also claps. You notice that these claps are not on the beat. They're on the upbeat. So what does that sound like? Let's solo the drums.
So much movement.
Diba? It's all about movement. It's all about movement. It's a dance song, eh?
Yeah.
We have the crash as well, and then we include the perks as well from earlier. So much movement. So much ear candy in there as well. I did go a little overboard on that, but honestly, it works. More effects as well.
More wind.
I would like to show you guys how many basses there are. Allow me to show you one by one. So this is the first bass. I'll play the drums. Sige, sabayan natin yung drums para meron context. Typical 808. Then we have this here. I call it the beef bass.
Ooh, what is that?
That is a bass with a lot of convolution reverb. I think I use this mconv. There we go. Also free. Free plugins. I love you. Look at this. It's a convolution reverb, which just means you choose the sound file that it bases its reverb on. I can't explain it in technical terms. I just know what it sounds like. Ganun tayo. Add me at bass. Yes, Dylan. Glad to have you back in the chat. So it's very airy, right? For lack of a better word, it's open, it's airy, it's hollow. So we combine these. Contrast. May malalim, there's a deep one. Tapos may mas parang surface waves. But then, that ain't all of it. I have this layer here called the ultra bass. And I think this was requested later on in production. The group told me they wanted something more maangas, more fierce. They wanted, originally the peg was like a really distorted electric guitar line, gets. But then, I was like, I don't have a guitarist right now. I just make a bass layer. So we ended up with this.
Ooh.
Super distorted. We combine that with the other basses. This sounds what it sounds like. The warble's also here. Super thick. Then here, these are just samples. I think these are like the free Skrillex samples you can find. Not Skrillex, basta dubstep. Virtual Riot siguro. I think basta. Yeah, sounds about right. And then also here, like that. It's wild. But I have the bass go away at this part here when this plays gets, because we want to avoid muddiness.
Ooh.
In context, and all the drums, as you can see, they just vanish here except for the kick. The kick goes boog, 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 boog. It's so ridiculous looking at it. Look at that.
It's beautiful though.
Yeah.
Musically.
Thanks. And here we have a big crushed organ for that bigness. More layers. We have more of these, we have these little like that, because that goes along.
If they're a dolphin,
No, wala na. The dolphin comes back,
no
I think.
dolphins.
Dito, this lines up with the lyrics na dito na kamay, hawakan ng kamay ko.
Wow.
This
I
emphasizes
did not
that.
notice that actually.
It's in there. I
did
didn't.
not notice that.
I should have brought it up in the mix. Sa totoo lang. I should have. Then we have this. That one you can hear.
Ooh.
It's more felt than heard.
Especially because of the delay.
Yeah, and then it goes into the next section. Then I play without the vocals. I'll raise the volume of the counter loop. Of the ARP pala. It's in there. There's more happening as well. These ones are just basic saws. Nothing much to them. And then there's this lead. I call it the stank lead. So what this sounds like is, it's weird, right? But listen to it in context with the vocals. It's in there. I'll raise it.
Ooh.
Adds a little
Imagine
bit.
if this is played live.
Oh,
and
dude.
That's like unison.
Hey
That's
guys,
crazy.
go to the performances of Neo. Ang galing nila. Please
Please
go. Sobrang galing nila. Okay. I think that's all for this part. We go into the dance break now. So it's a little bit different. We have layers. Sounds the same. I added this bass layer here. I call it the dance tab.
So at this point of the song, how many basses are there? 5?
Bilangan natin. Let's count them. Playing all at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 5 basses. Zaiba Pangka. Real. Ooh, right. I forgot I put that in there. So, this is my favorite sound. This is from Reefside Live. You won't believe me, but...
Oh no, I remember that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up real quick for
no.
those that haven't heard it yet. San si Marcos Prad. It was si Roy na yan eh. MFR. Musicians for no, the Dolphin TDE. What do I name
it
my
the one
files?
with the Josh Kua event?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that same one, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Basta, it's in there. Go watch my performance on YouTube. The Dolphin Era Live. It's in there. The ba 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 ba. It's very, very Madian inspired because of course it is. Here, it's just the distorted snare. You can hear it on Madion's the Good Faith trailer. That's just something that again, Camel Crusher. I sound like XQC. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering so much. Let me drink water.
Go ahead, brother.
Cool. So while that the big snare is ongoing, you babu bada boo bada boo boo, we have the bass at like roughly halftime. So the snare goes the bass goes pom 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 pom, and these are all the layers going sabay sabay, going at the same time. Like
Wow.
they're all doing like they're EQ'd properly. Like that one is just I don't know what it is doing. Like there, like that. So it's wild. I I think I went overboard with it honestly, but it works. Okay. Now, here we go. Star of the show. Are you ready? I know nasa chat ka. Here we go. I'll let the bridge play. This is the fan favorite part, according to the YouTube comments at least.
Oh, for real.
Halika na, wag iwing bandera. Tayo naman ang magsama-sama. Patungo sa tugatog ng ating hiraya. Ipakita sa mundo, eto na ang musika. Lipat na ako patungo sa pinarap na hiraya. Yakapin mo lang ako, o nandito lang ako sa'yo. Hawakan ang kamay ko, tatahakin ang bago. Kabanata sa mundo.
That is crazy. And you've seen the live clips.
Yes.
You've seen the live clips of that vocal performance.
Chat, kung nakita niyo na
Absolutely
yung
stunning.
live version, tunay yan. We, of course, every record that you've heard on Spotify, may pitch correction yan. The difference between autotune and pitch correction is autotune is the stylistic effect, parang like old school hip hop or Daft Punk, where they intentionally go robot
Oh, yeah.
mode, right? Robot mode, parang Transformers. Wow. But pitch correction is when you're catching it lang. May subtle autotune just to catch it. Everybody does that. It's not cheating. It's a legitimate thing. It's a tool to make the record as good as it can be, diba? Dito, let me tell you guys, super minimal lang ginawa namin na autotune dito, na pitch correction dito. Tunay yung vocals na naririnig nyo. Sorry, Twitch. All of the vocals that you hear on the record are like legitimately so close to the actual, like what you're hearing, the raw files to what you hear on the final record. Ganun talaga. I spoke taga. It's really like that. These guys are vocal beasts. Let me tell you. That high note, that's real. I've heard the raw file. It's real. So going into the instrumentation real quick. Super bilis lang to because it's mostly the same. Build up. May snare dito. There's a snare here. That's a clap. There's a clap. And then there's a snare here.
Oh, that's nice. Juicy.
And your drums? Just everything's building. You can see the bass just keeps going. The warble's still there. The synths are building. Lots of bend. Interstellar. It just keeps building. I'm just going up. We get into the vocals in a bit. I just want to go to instrumental, the last one. Let it play.
Absolutely crazy.
That's wild. Thank you.
Absolutely crazy.
Drums, more of the same. But there's this one break dito. There's this one break here. That's my favorite part. Because there's a line here. So the drums, you can hear here, they go. Like that again. But everything else, then you play the bass and the synthesizers. Because this is the fun part dito. More of the same layers. However, may maririnig kayo. You're gonna hear this. That descending bass line. That plays dito. There it is. I don't even know what scale I played. I'm not gonna lie. And then, in context, And then it's really important to have your lead synths emphasize the melody. That's the only friend synth, by the way. I know. No, sorry. I did not use this one in OnlyFriends, but it's very similar. Because I use the same tricks all the time. Okay. Who wants to hear the vocals? Ganto.
Let's go.
Because again, out of respect for the group, to make sure that the vocal tracks are not given out for free on this. Don't do that, guys. We'll listen just snippets lang. So piece by piece. Si intro, nandito si Blue.
Touchdown, volume up, play, know what's up. All eyes realize we will never stop. King size, make him just drop when
We have vocal layers here. Yeah, drop. We just had him say that like 5 times and pan them left and right.
make him just drop when they rise up to the top.
Solid. Then verse si Ryu. Is that we have layers also in the sides. Then we have Luis here.
Oh, this is now my time.
But at the same time, we have a choir dito of all 5 singing.
Ish.
If you can
How
hear...
many
Yeah.
stems were there?
Good question. Kalahati,
For the
half of the 200 were vocals.
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
damn.
100 plus layers. If you want a screenshot for proof, yaji lang. I'll take one later.
That is crazy.
Legit. Like, malapit sa
They're
100.
beasts.
Yeah. The you hear the low bass singer here? That's still them. We didn't process anything. We didn't pitch down anything. Ganun talaga. Love that. Then Don. Here. And then Jem. Love that. I'm talking over it so that it doesn't get stolen. Wider vocals. Vocal fry, all legit. We had like 3 layers in there also panned, just so that you hear the crackle at the sides of your ears.
Oh,
Diba? Left,
just
right?
vocal fry?
Yeah. Like that.
Oh, that is so cool.
So in combo with the music.
Click, clack.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say earlier. The clicking pitches downwards dito. Just
Nice
because.
detail.
Because we're slowing down.
Also matches with the vocal fry did.
Yep,
The
exactly.
storytelling.
Here. Also, gang. Yeah! Hey!
25.
Love
25
that.
tracks probably.
Malapit dun ata. I think
That's
we're close to
crazy.
that. They're close to that.
Click, clack, go and take a step back. Never catch me lacking when it's time.
There's a favorite enunciation dito ni Blue. He does it live also when I was at the release event. There. That pabalik. Gem is here. I love the lyrics, guys. Sobrang galing niya. I love the writing. Again, high note. This is legit. Delay. You can hear the delay. Yeah, it's in there. Ryu and the choir again here. Then we go back. Dito. Jem starts out singing here solo. You can see it on the video as well. Then everybody joins in. We panned everybody left and right as well. What I would have wanted to do if I was more involved in the video process was I would have panned it based on yung choreo nila. Gets like based on their choreography, I would have wanted to pan the vocals like that, but that's just like too ambitious, I think. I think that's a bit too much on attention to detail. Center. More left. A little bit more wide center. Sides also. I wanted to stack them, I think. And then vocals are just, the gang vocals are just everywhere. Ayan. Here you can hear them singing as well. Really wide vocals. They're just everywhere. Alright, then we go here to the bridge. Ito na. I'll let you hear Gem solo.
Oh, this is crazy.
Crazy, no? Talking over it so it doesn't get stolen.
Grabe. No, it's so cool because like these were in the original Ableton files, even
Yep.
when they were like sent to me.
Yep.
Like they retook these like so many times also.
Okay. Worth
It's
it.
crazy.
Worth it, honestly. All the vocal
Yeah.
takes, yung kala-send ni JP sa akin, every time JP send me new
man.
new songs, and new files rather. Solid.
Grabe yung stamina din nila.
Oo. Di
To
ko
be able
kaya
to
yan.
do those
Lods.
takes.
Oo nga eh.
Crazy.
We have these gang vox here also. All of them singing into the same microphone. I believe this is one file. Like one take. And then here. This is layers. But they're all singing into the same microphone. Wild. Love that so much. And then here at the end, all of them are just singing in unison. I love it. Love that. That's the song. That's everything that's in there. Goodness, we 200 tracks. Like if this looks like parang onti lang yung layers, na there's a lot of attention to detail. Hot dog is still here.
There is the sausage.
This
There
one.
is the sausage.
Balik natin. There we go.
How did you manage to mix everything? 200 tracks just going back and forth?
Oh my
Even
goodness.
just leveling itself
Mm,
is such a pain, bro.
brother, okay, so ang mali ko dito, my mistake with this track was not separating my process between production and mixing. I directly mixed the production file, which is I hit save as, Control Shift S and then save as mix file, but it's the same thing. I didn't freeze it, I didn't bounce the stems until the stream was confirmed that we were gonna do this. The reason why that's not advisable is one, my PC was crying because of all of the effects, all of the synths ongoing at the same time. But also, when you're producing a song and you're mixing a song, you really need to separate that hat, whatever hat you put on, because your production hat, when you're in that mindset now, oh, I'm working on a song, I'm writing a song, what that does is introduce this kind of bias to the way that you want to hear the song, the way that the elements are balanced, and like the amount of time that you listen to that over and over again. Ang mangyayari, what happens is you grow so used to it that your mix becomes biased. So when I was mixing this track, I ran it by JP again and again. It's like, is this okay? Is this okay? How the levels dito? I was getting like feedback, constant feedback from Neo, just to make sure that the mix was okay. And matching it, of course, with the reference tracks. So a better practice, which I will do moving forward, is really like what you're seeing in front of you right now. You bounce the stems, and this is what you mix. This is what you level. Like halimbawa, the vocal group, for example, you're mixing this. Let's say the vocals, kunwari lang, the vocals are too loud, let's say. Then we just super like exaggerated example. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Ganun. That was, yeah, that's something that can be improved. I have a long way to go as a mix engineer. Like, yeah, I mixed this. I'm not gonna claim to be the best mix engineer ever. Not at all. I'm super far from that. Diba? It's passable. I listened to it in the Mint studio and it sounded all right. Diba? But I'm excited to improve, having learned a lot from this. Kasi, full disclosure, guys, this is my first time producing this genre. First time. Legit. I've never mixed like hip-hop noise type, K-pop inspired tracks before. And our pegs weren't just K-pop. Like, yeah, we did peg a lot of them from K-pop, but we had like SB19 as a bar, because like we're up and coming. We want to show people that like, hey, we can do that too, right? Not just among like other countries like production, right? But even among ourselves. Like, hey, there are a couple big groups at the top right now. But hey, you know what? Let's join them. You know what I mean? That's the whole message behind the song. Kaya bilib ako sa project nito. I really, like, from the start, I was super enthusiastic to join us. Cool. Anything you would like to add, Michael?
Nothing much. Just the fact that, definitely something that I hopped onto. Because like Okay, because like it was also because like just to add to like what Carlos was saying, it was also like my first time producing in years.
Mm,
Because my strength is as a sessionist, right? I'm an
right, right.
instrumentalist, bassist. But then going back into producing, like it was definitely like a very interesting learning experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then to have you there also to be able uh to be able to put your spin on it, which made the final record super duper helpful because now like I could kind of compare both sides. You know
Mm,
what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
gets.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I wasn't given a script for closing statements, but I'm gonna include one anyway. Let's just have I'm gonna do that thing that professionals do, where they have the BGM.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Lower everything. Okay. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I won't end just yet. I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit, just to cool down. I would like to extend my thanks to Celebrity Studio and Neo themselves for letting me do this stream. Super impromptu. I think I only like pitched it a few days ago, and the reason why I only pitched it a few days ago was because I'll be real. I've just had so much stuff to do. September 19, tomorrow I have a gig with Sabine at the Mint ACQ. I see you guys there. For those that are Mint students, sorry, non-Mint students, sorry. Next time. Enroll. Labo. And then on September 20, I'm playing for Sabine again. So that's why I've been busy. But for those who have joined the stream and went through the whole thing with us, thank you so much. Wow, look at that. 1 hour 25. Right on the dot. We really, really appreciate the love that you've been showing this song. It has genuinely been super encouraging to see for an up and coming group, just like how much passion and how enthusiastic all of the fans are that I've seen online. Just like showing all the love. It's amazing. Legit. I want to take as little credit for this song as possible. Not just out of professionalism, because this is a Neo song, right? Carsian has nothing to do with it. I just produce for them, right? This is their song. But like, I really appreciate the comments as well that like on the music video that they're like, oh, the production's really good. So thank you for that. But on behalf of Neo, thank you so much for the support on the song itself, because this is a brilliant song. I love the lyrics. I love the way that it's arranged. I love the way that it's written. I love the works that have been put on it. I've just gotten an update on that. Neo will be on the Wish Bus tomorrow. 9 p.m.
Tomorrow?
5 p.m. Eaton Centris.
That is crazy.
Wish Bus. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that update. Performing TUGATOG. This
That's
song, you will
crazy.
hear it at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Today, if you're watching this on a VOD, today is September 18. So that'll be September 19, 5 p.m. at Eaton Centris. The Wish Bus will be there. I wish I could be there, man. Also playing a gig. That's amazing. I hope a lot of you go. That's awesome. But yes, once again, I'd like to thank Celebrity Studio and Neo for letting me do this stream, because again, it was very rushed pitch. And once again, thank you for all of the people in Neon PH that have been supporting the track and have tuned in for the stream. And thank you as well to my usual viewers. I have not been live in months. I genuinely. So the viewership, I don't have my viewer numbers on. But from what I've seen in the chat, you guys are super active. I greeted so many people. Thank you so much for the support on this. Thank you for being here. For those that are here to support Michael as well, please avail of his services as a sessionist. If you want, as a
Brother.
producer as well. Whatever you like, man. Go plug yourself. Go. Go for it.
Oh no, bro. I'm a bassist. That's it, bro. I'm just a bassist, Joke. Alright,
Nah, man. You're more than that. You contributed to the song just much as I did, man. Legit.
thanks.
Everyone
but
who's-
also like, thanks to Neo.
Yeah, thanks to
Definitely
you.
a process.
Yan talaga. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up the stream now. It's 10:30. It's getting pretty late. But again, thank you everybody so much for tuning in. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for your time and listening to our music. And once again, stream TUGATOG. And who knows? Stay tuned. Neo might be cooking something. Who knows? P-pop groups tap different producers all the time. I may or may not be on it. Who knows? I am not at
Basta
liberty
just
to
watch out
disclose
for
what
that
Neo is
release.
cooking. I'm not at liberty to disclose, but they're cooking. They're cooking, and we hope to see the same like enthusiasm for that track too, because it's been amazing so far. Right?
Mm.
Anything to say, Michael? I'm gonna say bye-bye to stream.
Just that vocal take in their whatever they're cooking is really good. I've heard the stuff, crazy stuff. So whenever it's out, just go stream and go support them, guys.
Yeah, wonderful. All right. Thank you, IG. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, YouTube. This is my first time multi-streaming. Yay, it worked. Except for the intro. We don't talk about the intro.
The intro, Starlight.
Okay.
Brother.
Goodness. Hindi yan maulit. That's not gonna happen again. All right. Bye, stream.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.